The Duchess of York hinted at the public reaction to Prince Harry and Meghan's complaints about the royal family, saying that no one wants to see a grumpy princess. Sarah Ferguson, affectionately called Fergie, says this is the advice she always gives her two daughters, Princess Beatrice, 34, and Princess Eugenie, 32. She says that despite all the negativity that surrounded her time in the royal family and the years after her divorce from Prince Andrew, she loved every minute of it. In an interview with Britain's The Telegraph newspaper promoting her second romance, the Duchess reflected on her time as the prince's wife. "Remember that every little girl's dream is to be a princess, and I was a princess," she said. Although Fergie's experience as royalty was far from a fairy tale, she said, "I loved every minute of it. Look, if every little girl dreams of being a princess, your job is to support that dream. So I never want to let her down." The 63-year-old woman says that after the death of her mother-in-law, Queen Elizabeth II, it's more important than ever to support Her Majesty's legacy. Acknowledging that although she is no longer a member of the royal family, my values are what I think is right, and that's what they support. And so she tells her two daughters, even when you just walk out your own front door, always smile. Be gracious about everything. Nobody wants to see a grumpy princess. A reporter asked her if her comments were directed at the Duchess of Sussex, who, along with Prince Harry, talked a lot about her unhappiness as working royalty. "I don't know Meghan. I haven't met her. I talked to her at the funeral, and I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. I think she's beautiful." But according to Fergie, she made Harry very happy and believes that Diana would be proud of him and her beautiful grandchildren. Fergie will always be there for Andrew. In her lengthy conversation ahead of the publication of The Most Intriguing Lady, due out later this month, Fergie also touched on the Duke of York scandal. While she did not comment on recent reports that Andrew had been asked to move out of the royal home and into Prince Harry and Meghan's former home, Frogmore Cottage, the Duchess spoke openly about the other headlines. Fergie said the late Queen was greatly relieved to have helped Prince Andrew in his recent sex abuse scandal. She was asked if the late Queen was sure she would always be there for Andrew when the monarch could no longer be. She knew. "I would always be there for him. Always. Because I love her." Fergie said she would always be grateful that she was able to have at least a minute of Her Majesty's time, adding, "Because her poor son has been going through such turbulent times in the last 3 years, and I think Ian was very happy that I could help her with him, so we became even closer. But I always admired and adored her. Really, she was more than a mother to me." The Duchess also expressed sadness that the Queen could no longer help. "When Andrew was going through a difficult time, I could have left him in the care of the boss." Asked if she could do that now, the Duchess replied, "No,